The world had changed while he was gone. When Marcus Holloway returned home after 3 tours overseas, he expected peace, silence, the smell of pine trees, and the soft soil his father once called the family heartland. But instead, he found machines, loud, grinding, tearing through his fields like monsters devouring memory. Where his barn once stood, there was now a construction site. Heavy loaders, bright safety vests, banners fluttering in the wind. And at the center of it all, a sign that read, "Future site of Silver Creek Estates, a Greenridge development." Marcus froze. That was his land. His family's land. The place his grandfather bought after returning from Vietnam, where generations of Hales had lived, farmed, and died. He parked his truck and walked to the site. The ground felt unfamiliar, soft, disturbed, wounded. He made his way to a trailer that looked like a temporary office. Inside, men in suits were laughing, sipping coffee, discussing profits. One of them turned as Marcus entered. "Can I help you, sir?" The man asked, not hiding his irritation. Marcus set an old brown folder on the desk. "My name's Marcus Holloway. This property, this land is mine." The man smirked. "Not anymore. According to the HOA and county registry, Greenridge owns everything within these boundaries. Maybe you should check your paperwork." Marcus opened the folder. Inside was an original deed, dated 1972, signed by his grandfather, sealed and recorded. The man's smile faltered for half a second before returning. "Well, these old deeds get outdated, Mr. Hall. Maybe there was a lien or unpaid tax. You'll need to take it up with the county." But Marcus wasn't fooled. He could smell dishonesty the same way a soldier smells danger before it hits. That night, he didn't sleep. He sat on his porch, staring at the old oak tree that had marked the edge of his family's land for 50 years. How could something that sacred just disappear from paper? He decided to find out. At sunrise, Marcus went to the county records office. He requested every file, every map, every transaction tied to his land. And after hours of searching, he found it, a forged document. A fake signature in his late mother's name, authorizing a sale she never made. The notary seal? Counterfeit. And the man who had approved the transfer? Ethan Moore, president of the Silver Creek HOA. Marcus took copies, filed reports, and made calls. But no one wanted to hear him. His complaints were lost, his emails bounced. It was clear. Someone powerful was pulling strings. Then came the letter. Taped right to his front door. Remove all unauthorized vehicles and property from community land within 48 hours, or they will be seized for violation of neighborhood code. It was more than a threat. It was a challenge. But Marcus wasn't a man who shouted. He strategized. He contacted an old friend, Lissa Grant, a former soldier now working for the Federal Land Fraud Division. When Marcus explained what was happening, she went silent for a moment. Then she said, "Send me everything. Don't confront them yet." For weeks, Marcus gathered evidence while pretending to obey the HOS orders. He moved his truck. He stayed quiet. Meanwhile, Lissa uncovered a web of corruption, illegal land grabs, bribes, forged deeds, all under the Greenridge umbrella. It wasn't just his land. They had stolen dozens across the state from veterans, widows, and the elderly. The plan was simple: catch them in public. A few days later, the HOA scheduled an open meeting, a community expansion announcement. Everyone was there, board members, investors, even county officials. Marcus walked in quietly, wearing his old army jacket. Followed by 2 federal agents, Ethan Moore stood at the podium, smiling proudly. "Greenridge has officially secured all rights to the Silver Creek extension. We're proud to announce," Marcus interrupted. "You might want to finish that sentence carefully," he said, his voice calm but firm. All eyes turned. Lisa stepped forward, opening a briefcase. She placed documents, photos, and signed affidavits on the table. These are official records showing illegal acquisition, forgery, and fraudulent land transfer, she announced. Mr. Moore, you're under federal investigation? Gasps filled the room. Ethan's smile vanished. He stammered, trying to deny it, but the agents were already pulling out handcuffs. Residents started shouting. Cameras flashed. The empire of lies collapsed in a single moment. Marcus stood still, watching. No anger, no pride. Just quiet justice. He had fought wars before, but this victory. This one was personal. Weeks later, the HOA dissolved. Greenridge's accounts were frozen, and all stolen lands were restored to their rightful owners. The news called Marcus, the veteran who fought the system and won. But to him, it wasn't about fame. It was about legacy. One evening, as the sun dipped behind the trees, Marcus walked across his land again. Grass swayed gently in the wind. The soil was whole. The silence peaceful. He knelt down, pressed his palm against the earth, and whispered, "This land, it carries my family's blood. No one steals that." He stood up slowly, looking out toward the rebuilt barn, and smiled. For the first time in years, he felt at peace. Because justice, no matter how long it takes, always finds its way home.